Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.
Hello all, welcome to Ganesh IAS Academy. This is the special session. In this session, we are going to discuss about the previous year questions, okay, previous year prelims UPSC questions, okay, in which we are going to discuss the topics related to the economic questions, okay. So here what we will discuss, what is our motive, okay. So what is our motive is to how to approach the prelims questions in easier manner, how to find the key within the questions, how to crack the questions with easy way, okay. So always there is certain key within the question, okay, how to find it and how to crack it, okay, how to choose the best question, okay. Initial one are how to do the question, next one are how to approach the question, okay. All these things will be discussed in this session, okay. So let's begin the session. Yes, okay. So this question is about the land reform, okay. First of all, you need to know about the basic idea of why the land reform thing came into the picture, okay. After independence, why the government did the land reform policy, okay, why they changed the right to property from the fundamental rights to the constitutional rights, okay, what is the first constitutional amendment act, all these things you have to know, okay, before attend this question, okay. First thing, what is the land reform, why it is being there, okay. First of all, land reform means it is to distribute the land to the landless people, okay. So this is all about the land reform, okay. Why this land reform came into the picture after the independence of the India in 1951? The reason behind this actually, at the time period of the ancient and the medieval time, there is no need for certain policies, okay. But after the thing, okay, the colonization of the British, okay, that led to the creation of the land reform policy. Because see, always British have the tendency to stay away from the people, okay. So that they created the new system called as zamindari system, zagirdari systems, okay. So such a way they created the system and they provided the land to that people, okay. From them they collect the land revenue, okay. So such a way they created a barrier between the people and them, okay. So see, the reason behind creating such a barrier is to see, if you have any issue with the zamindar or any issues with the land revenue, means you only fight against the zamindars, not against the British, okay. So such a way the British have a tendency to stay away from the people, okay. For that they created certain barrier with the help of the zamindars and sagidari system, okay. So such a way they created the zamindars and zagidari systems. Actually, British took away the land from the people in the name of a certain policies, okay. If you are have a connection with the French, means if you are have a connection with the Portuguese, means I will took away your land, okay. So such a way they made certain policy, such a way they took all the lands with them, okay. Now they have to get the revenue from that land, okay. So they need a reason to work in that field and to create a certain grains. By that selling that grain, they have to make a revenue, okay. But if the British came directly into that picture, means people will stand against, uprise against the British, okay. To avoid such situation, they created a barrier with the help of the zamindars and zagirdari. So in a village there will be the village head, okay. He is mostly be the zamindar or zagidar, okay. So he controls the all the land within that village, okay. So the peasant will work in that village, and by that the zamindar will collect the revenue from the peasants, okay. And he just provide certain money to the British and he will hold certain thing, okay. So such a way the British followed the system, okay. Up to 1947 the system was followed, okay. After 1947 the British left, okay. But still the system was prevailed in India. Still the major hectares of the land, okay, major land holding of the village was under the control of these zamindars and zagirdars, okay. Consider that, okay. Think about the independent India, okay. More than 90% of the people were rest in the primary sector, okay. And also the government, okay, the newly formed, the infant stage of independent India don't have a revenue to create a manufacturing sector. they can't construct the industries, okay, because they don't have any money to construct certain industries, okay. So in such a situation, you have to earn a money from the primary sector. By that, you have to create a certain investment for the manufacturing sector, okay. But the issue with the primary sector is huge land holding was still rest with the zemindars and zagirdars, okay. To overcome all this issue, they passed the first Constitutional Amendment Act, okay, which changed the right to property from the fundamental rights to the constitutional rights, and also they passed many laws related to the land reform, okay. So such a way they did it, okay, and they spread the land to the landless people, okay. So this is the major motive behind the land reform, okay. And also why this land reform policy came into the picture means it is due to the British, okay. British colonization led to the creation of this land reform policy, okay. So this is the basic idea about the land reform, okay. So with that, you try to answer this question, okay. So with reference to the land reform in independent India, which one of the following statement is correct, okay. First thing, the sealing laws were aimed at family holdings and not the individual holding. See, this is the trap, okay. See, the land reform policy, okay, in which it will speak about, okay, it will spoke about both the family holding and the individual holding, okay. So both the things were spoke in that form, spoke in that policy, okay. So such a way the first statement is wrong, okay. Next, B, the major aim of the land reform was to providing agricultural land to the all landless. It's actually correct, okay, but we have to check other two statements, okay. If both the statements are wrong means then the B will be the right answer, okay. Then we go for a C statement, okay. It resulted in the cultivation of the cash crops as a predominant form of cultivation. See, cash crops means rubber plantations, okay, and then coffee, tea, okay. These are the major cash crops, okay. So in such a scenario, see, these cash crops need a larger land holding, okay. So the land reform is going to distribute the land, okay, to every people, okay. In such a scenario, how the farmer with municipal of land go for a cash crop, okay. So such a way the statement C is also wrong, okay. Next, D, the land reform permitted no exemptions to the ceiling limit. No, the land reform provided certain exemptions to the land ceiling, okay. So consider that if a farmer is holding more than 5 acres of land, more than 5 acres of the land means the government will took away the land from that farmer, okay, from that zemindar or zagirdar, and they will distribute the land, okay. So this is the thing. But if that person is holding that for the cultivation of the plantation crops, okay, cash crops, okay, so then such a scenario the certain exemptions will be provided to that farmer, okay, to that farmer for the cultivation, because if that is not provided means India will have to import rubber from other country, okay. India will need to import a tea from other country, coffee from other country, okay. So this is the major issue that may be happen, okay. To avoid this situation, they provided certain exemptions in the ceiling limit, okay. So by the way, D also wrong, okay. Then the answer will be B. The major aim of the land reform was providing the agricultural land to the landless, okay. So this is all about the land reform policy. This is the holistic picture about the land reform policy, okay. And you also need to know about how they shifted that right to property from fundamental right to constitutional right. All these political things that you need to know, okay. Please concentrate that also, okay. Thank you.